Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Zemore, the dad in DPS, and as you may have guessed from the backdrop, we are back at the Rusty Pick for another episode of Scrip My Pants. Now, Steel Rain is live, so we have a massive assortment of effects that we might possibly get today. Hopefully we'll get something interesting and cool. Now, before we get into the video, let's thank our YouTube members: Twice Baked Spuds, Golty, Wyatt Blackburn, Waller is me, David Smith, Diofane Gaming, Fada Druid, Colin G, Garrett McKnight, Chris K, and Brian RMC, the newest member. So, big thanks to you guys. We can't do this without you, and the more support you guys provide, the easier it is for me to get this stuff done. Now, if you'd like to become a YouTube member, click the join link below the video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So, let's see what we get. I was very tempted to try and do power armor today, but I don't think it is the best idea. So we're going to go with range weapons on this guy. We'll have our melee character doing melee weapons, and then the last one will be range weapons again. So yeah, let's see what happens. Now, this one isn't actually that bad, technically. Junkies, 25% damage while aiming, and the VATS action cost. This isn't a very bad effect for this type of weapon, but yeah, it's a compound bow, so not great. Next up... So, no, not good. Medics, bashing, and 25% VATS action cost. Two of them work together, but the bashing just makes it bad on a 10mm pistol. Next up, Executioners, replenish action points for each kill, and then stealth field. Now, the stealth field effect I think is only really useful on a silence weapon personally, so yeah, I'm not too fussed with that. Executions is not bad, and the replenish action points is not bad, but at the same time, I've got much better variations of this weapon, so not really interested in that either. Anti-armor flamer. The last round in the magazine has a 25% chance to deal 2 times damage. I don't know if this is good. This is a weird one. I didn't even know that effect existed. Yeah, anti-armor flamer, faster reload. Last round does 2 times damage? Maybe? Good? I really don't know. If you make that last round a crit, but yeah, technically no. I don't know. Flamers have got quite a big pack, so I'm really not too sure. Alright, another medics, 25 damage while aiming, 1 perception. This is bad. Assault rifles aren't particularly good, so yeah, that so far I'm not really sure what we've got. Okay, this one's interesting. So this one I actually think's good. So you've got a combat rifle, 50% your target's armor, anti-armor, don't know why my brain went there, and then the 25% chance to get 2 times damage on the last round. That's actually okay, especially when the VATS critical meter is filling 15% faster. I think this one could actually be quite an impressive weapon, especially if you crit it and 2 times damage. I want to test this, definitely want to test this. We are just over halfway. This one's bad, I don't like it. Zealots, replenish action points, and 250 damage resistance. Nope. 3 more. It's a bow and it's got crap effects, I'm not mentioning it. It's horrible. Next up, ooh, Junkies Gauss minigun. We have bashing. No, this isn't really that good. It's just Junkies on the Gauss minigun. So, you know, Let's see, last one for this guy.
That's a lot of damage.
This is good. This is very good. Nocturnal, 25% damage while aiming, and 50 damage resistance while aiming. This is actually really good. I'm quite happy with that. Very happy with that. Not as good as Legacy, but very happy with that. Let's move on to the next character. So you may have noticed this guy has 11 chances. I'm not using that 11th chance, that's getting saved for other stuff. So you guys are getting 10 weapons out of this guy. Let's see what we get, because it's melee. Aristocrat's Knuckles. This one's not bad. Swing speed in the middle would have been particularly great. Definitely in order to test it out at least, but yeah, not the worst effects. Mutant Spear, ugh. God awful. Well, actually, no, it's not god awful. This is actually technically good, I just don't think the spear is good. So you've got the 25% increase you're going to get from mutants, you've got the 25% increase while standing still, and then the 25% less VATS action cost. This is actually not bad, but I just don't know. I just don't know. The damage on it from that extra 50% might make it amazing, but I just don't see it. But again, it's something to test out, and if I do test it and it is amazing, I might make a video on it. I doubt it though. Next up, it's Juggernaut, so I'm excited about that, but everything else just makes it awful, including the 2 effects and the type of weapon. It's bad. It's a cultist dagger. Ugh. Right, next up. No, it's bad. Troubleshooters, reflects damage back, and 1 agility on a sledgehammer. No, not interested in the slightest. Hunter's lead pipe. That's all I need to say. It's a lead pipe. Ugh. We are just at halfway. Zealot ski sword. This one's technically okay as well, but again, it's only against Scorch, so yeah, I'm not really overly impressed with it. No, let's not talk about it. Okay, this is a god roll. We've got Gormon's War Drum, 40% faster swing speed, +1 endurance. So obviously this is one of the new damage types. Damage increases, you fill your hunger in your first meter. Yeah, this is a really good weapon and probably would sell well because it's Gormon's, and people will be looking for that. I don't know if it's going to be better than Bloodied, but again, it's the kind of thing that on my full health build, it might be worth using. Time will tell. Let's see what we get next. Executioner's Machete, the rest of the effects are bad. That makes it bad. That's going to get put back into the Scrip machine later tonight. Next one, Suppressor's Multi-Purpose Axe. I thought Suppressors was getting next. Or was that Stalkers that was getting next? Either way, this is bad. Bleh. And the last one for this character right now. Yes. This one's okay. This one's actually something that I would want to use. So, let's break it down. Gormon's, to give you the damage that's there. VATS critical hits do 50% extra damage, and your critical meter fills 15% faster. Technically, I would have much preferred swing speed in the middle, but the VATS critical hits doing extra damage does add some flavour to it. This is actually not bad. This is, as far as I'm concerned, a god roll in one respect. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. I will be testing that out at some point. Definitely will. Alright, last character. Let's see if we manage to top what we've gotten so far. I doubt it, but yeah, we can always hope. This is actually not bad. You've got Bloodied, 25% faster fire rate. The stealth field thing I don't think has any real effect on it, but it's a decent weapon. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about it. It's actually okay. Single action revolvers aren't particularly great, but yeah, interesting to say the least. It's a black powder rifle with anti-armor. I don't know what really anything I can say about it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It can get script. Next up. So, this one's actually not bad. Ghoul Slayer's short double barrel. With the buff to the extra damage to ghouls, this makes it pretty much prime for killing them, and the fact that I would be able to just spam VATS makes it even better. 90% reduced weight, so I can carry it on just about any character. So yeah, decent weapon. Not the best, but decent. Next up, Berserker short handmade. This is a pretty standard type of weapon that I normally get, so nothing to write home about. Berserker's isn't the best effect, but it's definitely not worth scripping. I'd probably sell this and see if somebody wanted it. But that is what that is. Okay, Juggernauts on this. Bashing damage is bad, and faster reload is good for this type of weapon. So technically this is mediocre for a black powder pistol, but I hate the ball bag gun. Look at the big nutsack on that. I hate it. I hate it. Halfway on this character. Anti-armor, VATS hit cost is less, and limb damage. Not a bad weapon, again, nothing to really write home about. I think I have better versions in storage, so yeah. Again, sellable, but not really usable for me because I've got better. Stalker's minigun. So Stalker's definitely isn't gone either, so I don't know what people were talking about. This one is a massive contradiction. I mean, the first effect is useless on a minigun. 25 damage while aiming is great for this type of gun, but what is a stealth field going to do for this gun? Really? What the feck is it going to do? Ugh. Seems to be the bloodied single action day. Obviously, yeah, this isn't a bad gun. It's really not a bad gun. It's not great. I'm going to sell this one. 2 more to go.
Oh my god! Wow!
Juggernauts. Now this is actually, if any effect on the middle for any weapon is actually good, it's on this. Because, I mean, if I deliberately don't... Oh, does this get a magazine thing? I don't know if it does. So I don't increase the ammo in this, let's see. Juggernauts, full health. Full health stealth build with this. That has some real potential with charging it up and then firing, charging it up with firing. I can't remember what the clip size in this, but this is interesting. This is the kind of weapon that might be worth testing and playing around with, just to try and get a crit on that last hit. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about that weapon. It's actually potentially a god roll for what it is. And last one on this character, and all the characters I suppose. I love it. I love it. I genuinely love it. It's a good weapon. Limb damage is fantastic on the explosive weapon, and the reduction in VATS action cost, this is fantastic. I'm actually quite happy with this. But yeah, that was it. Let's see what the picks are. I have no idea myself at this point. I might have to do a little bit of thinking. And for tonight's first pick, there's so much to choose from and so many different things that I kind of want to have, but I think I have to pick this as well. I think for combat rifle, its potential is pretty damn high, especially if you manage to get a crit with that 2 times extra damage. Its fire rate's really good, so you will be going through your magazine really quickly, and it's that way where it encourages me to have a lower capacity magazine, but with faster reload speed. So yeah, there's a little kind of niche to it that I need to figure out and see how it goes. Definitely a decent gun, and as far as I'm concerned, it's definitely some sort of god roll in one way, shape or form. But I need to figure out really how to work it out. But yeah, another one I want to test and fiddle around with myself. Our next pick, let's talk about this. Now, Nocturnal, when it's nighttime, is far more damaging than your typical bloodied weapon. Then you add in the 25% damage while aiming, and this is a gun that you don't typically go use VATS with. Like, I mean, let's be honest. And I don't typically hip fire it either. The last effect is, damage resistance while aiming is always, useful. So overall, this is a potentially freaking amazing gun in terms of damage, because that's, I think, about 75% extra damage. I know it's additive and not cumulative, but you get what I mean. I am very interested in how this weapon's going to work, and I definitely want to try it out and see, now that Nocturnal doesn't have a downside. So yeah. Too many weapons to choose from today, honestly. Now, contrary to what you're probably expecting, this isn't the top pick of tonight. This is, again, there's too much to choose from and too many new effects that I'm excited about. But this one is one that I'm quite excited about. So Gourmands is obviously a great new effect to boost damage. Then you've got your VATS critical hits do plus 50% damage, and your VATS critical meter filling 15% faster. Now, if you've seen my melee build, when I hit shit, it explodes. Add the VATS crits in, and add the critical meter being more consistent, this thing is gonna hurt like hell on anything I punch on with it. Yeah, I'm really excited to test this thing out and see how it goes. I love fist weapons, and I've not got a good one of this yet, so this is definitely something I'm really excited to use and play around with, especially since it's got the new Gourmand's effect on there, and I'm sure the rest of you will be quite happy to see it, especially if I use some perfect bubblegum to keep my hunger and thirst meters in place. Yeah, should be interesting. Now, I think for tonight's top pick, I kind of have to pick this. It's a combination of effects that I think works really well and is pretty much a god roll in my opinion for this gun. I just think it's going to do something. I'm not sure what, but I think it's going to do something, and I definitely want to test it out and see. And I've not tested Gauss rifles on the channel yet, so it's an interesting thing to see how well this gun does against just day-to-day usage. So it should be interesting. I definitely want to see it take down like something big and something in a spectacularly impressive way. Probably won't, but I definitely want to see it. So that was today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. If you want to support the channel further, hit that join link below to become a YouTube member. And yeah, we got way too many god rolls tonight, let's be honest, and I say god rolls with quotations because they might not be, they might. Time will tell, and I think it's going to involve a lot of me playing around with stuff. But if there was any particular weapons you guys wanted to see, don't forget to leave it down in the comments. If you see one that is commented, upvote it, because obviously I'm reading you guys' comments, I'm checking all these kind of things, and if there's any particular standout weapons that you guys want to see and want me to do a video on, I definitely will. But with that, we'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland.